The first light of dawn spills across the African savanna. Golden rays stretch over endless plains dotted with acacia trees, and from the distance rises a silhouette so unusual, so graceful that it almost feels like a creature born from myth rather than reality. A towering figure with an elongated neck, slender yet powerful legs, and a patchwork coat of intricate spots emerges against the horizon. This is the giraffe, the tallest land animal on Earth and one of nature's most remarkable designs. At first glance, giraffes appear like gentle giants, calmly browsing the treetops. But behind their serene demeanor lies an extraordinary story of adaptation, survival, and social complexity. Their anatomy, behavior, and role within the ecosystem reveal a depth far greater than what most of us imagine when we see their elegant shapes dotting the horizon. When we think of giraffes, the first feature that captures our imagination is, of course, their neck. Stretching up to 2.4 meters, the giraffe's neck is both a marvel of evolution and a puzzle that has fascinated scientists for centuries. One might expect such an elongated neck to contain more vertebrae than that of other mammals. But surprisingly, giraffes have the same number of neck bones as humans, just 7. Each vertebrae, however, is massively elongated, some measuring more than 25 centimeters long. This adaptation provides a huge advantage. Giraffes can feed on leaves high up in acacia trees, out of reach for most other herbivores. By lifting their heads into this untapped food source, they reduce competition with species like antelope, zebras, or wildebeests. Yet the neck is not just for feeding. It also plays a central role in social behavior. Male giraffes engage in necking, a dramatic display of strength where they swing their necks like sledgehammers, using their skulls as weapons to strike rivals. These battles, sometimes violent, determine dominance and access to mates. Interestingly, despite their intensity, giraffes often show restraint, rarely fighting to the death. A long neck also brings a monumental challenge. How does blood travel up such a height against gravity? The heart provides the answer. Weighing up to 11 kilograms and as large as a basketball, it is one of the most powerful hearts in the animal kingdom. Pumping blood at nearly double the pressure of most mammals, it ensures oxygen reaches the brain. To prevent fainting when lowering its head to drink, giraffes have evolved specialized valves and elastic blood vessels that regulate pressure instantly. Without this system, the sudden shift in blood flow could be fatal. This cardiovascular adaptation is one of nature's most elegant engineering feats, allowing giraffes to maintain balance between survival and physical demands. Each giraffe's coat is as unique as a fingerprint. The mosaic of spots varying in shape, size, and color across different subspecies not only makes them visually stunning, but also serves practical purposes. These patterns provide camouflage, breaking up the giraffe's outline against the shifting light and shadows of the savanna. Scientists have also discovered that the dark patches correspond to areas with a dense concentration of blood vessels, helping regulate body temperature. Beyond function, coat patterns also play a role in recognition. Mothers can identify their calves through unique markings, and calves in turn remember their mother's pattern among a crowd. This individuality strengthens social bonds within herds. Despite their towering size, giraffes are highly social creatures. They live in loose herds without rigid hierarchies, often forming fluid groups that merge and separate depending on food availability and environmental conditions. Mothers often stay close together, forming protective nurseries where calves gather under the watchful eyes of multiple females. Giraffe calves face enormous challenges from birth. After a gestation of about 15 months, the mother gives birth while standing. The newborn drops nearly 2 meters to the ground, a dramatic first moment of life. Yet within an hour, the calf is already on its feet, wobbling but determined. This quick adaptation is critical, as predators like lions, hyenas, and leopards are constantly on the lookout for vulnerable young. Despite maternal protection, nearly half of giraffe calves don't survive their first year, highlighting the dangers of the savanna. Adult giraffes, on the other hand, are far more difficult prey. Their height gives them early warning of predators, and their powerful legs can deliver devastating kicks, strong enough to break a lion's jaw or skull. Few predators willingly take on a healthy adult giraffe, making them one of the most formidable herbivores in Africa. For a long time, giraffes were thought to be mostly silent creatures, but recent research reveals that they do communicate, often in frequencies too low for humans to hear. They hum softly at night, perhaps as a way of keeping track of one another in the dark. Their body language, like the positioning of the neck, the swish of a tail, or the tilt of the head, also carries meaning within the group. Social bonds extend beyond communication. Male giraffes may spend years together in bachelor groups, play fighting through necking battles that prepare them for adult competition. Females, meanwhile, show remarkable cooperation, especially when protecting calves. This balance of rivalry and collaboration reflects the Giraffian nuanced social world. A giraffe spends up to 16 hours a day feeding, primarily on leaves, buds, and shoots of acacia trees. Their long, prehensile tongues, measuring up to 45 centimeters, are perfectly designed to pluck foliage, even navigating around the tree's sharp thorns. Their saliva is thick and antiseptic, protecting them from injury and infection as they feed. Interestingly, giraffes play an ecological role as gardeners of the savanna. By browsing high branches, they encourage new growth, preventing certain trees from dominating the landscape. Their feeding patterns help shape the vegetation, indirectly supporting countless other species. When it comes to mating, giraffes display intriguing rituals. Males determine whether females are in heat through a behavior known as the phlegmon response. They taste the female's urine, analyzing hormones to assess fertility. Once a female is ready, the male may follow her for days, waiting for the right moment. After mating, the lengthy pregnancy ensures calves are well developed at birth. Despite the dangerous odds, giraffes invest heavily in reproduction, with females often showing strong maternal instincts. They can even delay giving birth for a short time if conditions are unfavorable, though the mechanism remains not fully understood. Why did giraffes evolve such long necks? The traditional explanation is feeding competition. By reaching higher foliage, giraffes avoided rival herbivores. But some scientists argue that neck length is also driven by sexual selection. Males with longer, stronger necks tend to dominate rivals in combat and win access to mates. Perhaps both feeding and fighting shaped this unique anatomy, blending survival and reproductive advantage. Beyond biology, giraffes have captured human imagination for centuries. Ancient rock paintings in Africa depict giraffes as spiritual beings. In many cultures, they symbolize vision, grace, and uniqueness. Their presence in art, folklore, and modern conservation campaigns highlights the deep bond between humans and this extraordinary species. But despite their majesty, giraffes face a precarious future. Over the past 30 years, their populations have dropped by nearly 40% due to habitat loss, poaching, and human conflict. In some regions, they are already considered endangered. Conservation groups now refer to this decline as a silent extinction because it has received far less global attention compared to elephants or rhinos. Efforts to protect giraffes involve safeguarding habitats, reducing poaching, and engaging local communities in conservation. Ecotourism also plays a role, reminding the world that the giraffe is not just a symbol of Africa, but a vital part of its ecosystem. To watch a giraffe move across the plains is to witness a living paradox, immense yet delicate, awkward yet elegant, towering yet vulnerable. They embody the balance of strength and fragility that defines the wild. Each stride is a reminder of evolution's creativity, each gaze from those large, calm eyes, a reflection of the untamed world they inhabit. As the sun sets over the savanna, giraffes gather in the glow of twilight, their silhouettes stretching like moving trees against the horizon. In these quiet moments, one can feel the timeless rhythm of nature, where giraffes stand not just as animals, but as symbols of endurance, grace, and wonder. And if you've enjoyed exploring the fascinating life of giraffes with us today, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you won't miss our next deep dive into the wonders of the animal kingdom. Together,